Heat makes you get off the street.
This talented guard brings the heat in the studio.
Victor would sing 24/7, nonstop.
My family used to be like, why are you just making unnecessary noise? Now I make music and have fun.
He hits the right notes on the court.
He's a big-time X factor.
Oladipo takes it all the way and slams it.
360! Yes, sir! But his pace got cut short.
Oladipo goes down.
Everybody is dead quiet, everybody's crying. I don't think people understand what that does to a human being.
And now he's ready to sing a different tune.
I've gained so much strength, so much resilience.
What a great play by Victor Oladipo.
You can tell he's getting his swag back.
I give all glory to God for the opportunity he's given me to just playing every game like it's my last.
Inside the Heat, Victor Oladipo. Welcome to Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson. Victor Oladipo joined the Miami Heat in a midseason trade in March of 2021. In his 2.5 seasons with the Miami Heat, he's gone through adversity. He's shown us why he's a 2-time All-Star, and he's also shared with us another talent, his voice. In addition to his debut album, VO, in February of 2023, he released his next album, Tunde. So, of course, there was only one place to sit down with him and go inside the Heat. Victor, thank you so much for welcoming us into your home. You turn up the heat in here. What are you up to?
This was originally a pool house. I just wanted to turn it into a studio. It's just great to come in here and let out all my feelings and emotions. It's big vibes only.
When did you really realize, okay, first music's in my life, and now I'm gonna do something with it?
As long as I can remember, honestly, from the very beginning, music is really big in our culture. And then growing up, I sang in church. I come from a very, very holy family, especially my mom. And we went to church every Sunday. It's just something that we do. I still do to this day. And then growing up, I had to be in the, the youth choir.
Victor would sing 24/7, nonstop, all the time, everywhere. Everywhere we went, in the house, in the car, in the shower. In
high school, I had a close friend of mine. His name was Quinn Cook. He said, bro, you sound really, really good. He would just put me on the spot everywhere. And then when I got to Indiana, I don't know how they found out. I started performing at places and in front of people. And then eventually in 2016, it was like, do music. And I put out Songs for You. But then the following year, the VO album, that did really well. And then I took a break because obviously I got hurt. I really kind of escaped from everything, not just, the game, but music and everything in general. And then when I got traded here, it was like, I'm ready to be back and show people that I'm back. So that's kind of how Tunde manifested.
This new album, Tunde, is Afrobeats, which I dug. How would you describe the album? Because I still feel the R&B singers in there.
I love R&B. To be able to kind of have that Afrobeat feel, but keep that R&B still alive was something that I was really trying to do in the album. I just felt like I needed to give back to my culture. They've shown so much support and love towards me throughout the years, and it's time I return the favor.
Everything good on this side. Don't be scared of a good time. Come get love in my rich mind, rich mind, rich mind.
Tunde is a Nigerian phrase for return, because it has been so long since I put out music, and I thought it makes for my return to coming back and playing and everything like that. And also my surname is Baba Tunde, which means Dad come back. The album is called Myself, really.
Silent night, holy night.
Victor Oladipo is showing off his sultry singing voice.
We had a holiday party and he stole the show. He went up there. That was like a pro.
Can you hang with him?
No, I can't hang with him. I can't sing.
I think everybody could sing if they really tried, if they really wanted to. Because I didn't have any vocal coaches. I didn't have
You understand that's a gift. That's a gift. Like, I don't care. You can explain this away. Most of us just can't hear it.
I had a lot of time on my hands as a young kid, obviously. So I was just singing it all, playing the song on repeat.
He sung all the time, and it would get on our nerves, and sometimes I'd be like, yo, just please be quiet. Like, you got a great voice, but man, you're making me hate it.
It's so funny. I remember my family used to be like, man, would you just be quiet? Like, why are you just making unnecessary noise?
Racket, as we used to call it.
Now I make music, and
Now,
it's not funny.
There's a future in it. Victor showed the world his skills on The Masked Singer. And when asked to create an Inside the Heat jingle, he did not disappoint.
Heat Nation.
Oh, here we go now. We got something. We got something.
Heat Nation, get off the street. Heat Nation, get off the street. It's time. It's time. It's time to walk inside the heat nation. Or something like that, right?
Come on.
That sounds
Put
all
your
right,
hands
right?
together for this man, right?
Yeah, it's like I like the skips.
That's awesome. I was Quincy Jones there. I just want to make sure everybody knows what my role was in that.
That was awesome.
Okay. Beautiful. Welcome back to Inside the Heat. Victor Oladipo's music career can be traced back to singing as a child in church. He grew up in Maryland with his 3 sisters and his 2 parents, both Nigerian immigrants, a heritage that shaped him at an early age. Earlier in the show, you shared with us parts of your full name. Walk us through your entire name and its meaning, please.
So my entire name is Kehinde. In Nigerian culture, when you have twins, you name them Kehinde and Taiwo. Kehinde is the second born of twins. But in our culture, the second born is actually the oldest. They'd use the analogy like if me and you were in a room, the oldest would tell the younger one to go open the door. And so basically they're saying when we were in the womb, I was the one who told my sister, no, you go out first, and then I'll come after you. But she don't believe none of that.
No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that tradition. I'm older, and I think I'm more mature. I came out first, so I think that I have those brownie points for sure.
Then Victor, me and my sister were actually named after Queen Victoria. My dad named us after Queen Victoria because he said we were royalty. Baba Tunde, which I just told you means dad come back. Adrian is my confirmation name because I'm Catholic, and then Oladipo, which means more wealth.
Let's get into the basketball. When you got to high school, you averaged a double-double as a senior at famed DeMatha Catholic High School. You guys were 32-4 that year. How would you sum up your high school experience?
I mean, when you go to an all-boys high school, it's a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for that we all have? Testosterone. My goodness, champ, it's a lot of that in there every day. The competitive nature was always high there. Like, we was always competing at something. Like, we was always trying to get better and challenge each other.
He was a late bloomer. I think that's first and foremost. His freshman year, he broke his foot, so he was not able to do anything with us in the summer. But yet Victor was still with us. Like every day of camp, he'd sell chips and Gatorade for us. It's just like, yo, why is this kid like hanging out so much? So I asked him one day, and he was like, I don't want you guys to forget about me. He came back, and it was like somebody had put like bionic powers into his legs, and he kind of just took off from there.
In my junior year, you know, I kind of, you know, growing into myself and gained some confidence, and we ended up winning the championship that year. And then my senior year, I went crazy, even though going into my senior year, I didn't have any college offers.
Coach Crean came to see him, and Coach Crean really saw the potential just because of his energy.
He had a tremendous energy, but I think maybe the biggest thing was even without knowing him and before I even got to know him, it's just seeing how he treated other people, especially older people.
DeMatha shaped me. Yes, you can be a high-level athlete. Yes, you can be a great athlete, a great basketball player. But if you don't have morale, if you don't have ethics, if you don't treat people the way you want to be treated, you can only go so far.
Victor turned down offers from Notre Dame, Maryland, and Xavier to play college basketball for Coach Crean at Indiana.
One of the best videos we've ever done, one of the best recruiting films we've ever done is the before Vic and the after Vic.
Going into my last year in Indiana, to be honest with you, I wasn't on no draft boards, 0. But I remember my sophomore year after we lost to Kentucky in the Sweet 16, I sat there and I said, this is going to be my last year in college. So after that game, that summer, I didn't go home. I was going to summer school. So I stayed there, worked out.
He epitomized what we wanted the program to be. We wanted the program to be about work ethic. We wanted the program to be about desire and determination and competing.
Stolen by Victor. Oladipo takes it all the way and slams it.
We just ended up having a great year. You know, Cody, who's here now, he was on the team, and we were playing Michigan State at Michigan State that year, early in December. And I remember Magic Johnson and Dick Vitale was doing the game. I remember the next day I'm in the training room by myself sitting there. The TV is on loud, and they talking about the game we just played the night before. Magic Johnson talking about me and says, next year, he'll be a top 5 pick. I looked at the TV, and I said, wow, I could actually go to the NBA. I give all glory to God for the opportunity He's given me throughout the years, and I give all glory to God for what I'm accomplishing in the future. Amen.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. While at Indiana University, Victor Oladipo started off as a really good defensive player and then turned into a certified star. After a bunch of awards and a great junior season, he decided to forego his senior year and enter the 2013 NBA draft. A wise decision.
With the second pick in the 2013 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Victor Oladipo.
In Orlando, how did you grow through those first 3 years?
You live out your dream getting drafted. Now it's like, boom, reality playing right away.
Oladipo knocks down his first shot in the NBA, and it's a 3.
When he first got drafted, immediately the plan was to help him become a point guard.
They wanted him to be a leader, and he had to learn how to do that.
Oladipo, what a spin move by the rookie.
He's something to build around for Orlando.
It was different, obviously, to adjust to, but at the end of the day, you know, it wasn't nothing that I didn't think I couldn't handle.
Ball's loose, Payton to Oladipo. Here he goes! 360! Yes, sir!
Victor was part of a young, talented core in Orlando, but after 3 years, the magic ran out.
Big news for the Orlando Magic. The team just traded one of its superstars.
Say bye-bye to Victor Oladipo.
Going into an organization who pretty much said, okay, we're going to build around you, and then they trade you on draft day, your 3rd year, not even before like they could extend you or anything, I felt disrespected. I remember sitting in my driveway in tears in my car because I was like, wow, I'm an embarrassment. What did I do wrong? Like, what could I have done better? Why wasn't I given a chance? It almost felt like, but needless to say, it might have been a blessing in disguise.
The trade from Orlando brought Victor to the Oklahoma City Thunder. After 1 season, another trade brought him to a team in a familiar state.
Here goes Oladipo. He is as revered as anybody that has represented the state of Indiana.
His career in Indiana really set the tone for like what he could do and like what he could become and how great of an athlete he was.
As Indiana embraced Victor's return, he embraced the moment, and in his first year became the most improved player, NBA steals leader, first team all-defense, and made his first NBA All-Star appearance.
They gave me the opportunity to be myself. They gave me the opportunity to understand, like, whoa, we putting everything on your shoulders. You have to come ready to play every night. That's what I dreamed about.
Oh, this is a big one here. 3. Big one there. That's a big one.
Holiday gets to the paint and batted away. What a block by Oladipo.
By the time he got to Indiana with the Pacers, he was ready for the role they needed him to have.
They put me in position. It was like, look, bro, we building around you. This is your team. We want you to be our guy. We want you to carry the load. And my shoulders were big enough to do that.
Here's Oladipo, pounds it down.
Yes, indeed.
He has no fear.
He was the guy on that team. He was the leader. He was the personality. And I just think that was truly a blessing for him.
We had a great team. We had great chemistry. We had great energy. And I went to school there. So it was just like, oh, it was like the love was just so amazing. You know what I mean? It was great.
After an astonishing debut season, Victor would have his second season cut short when the unthinkable happened.
Victor Oladipo goes down.
Victor's hurt. Oh, I'm looking at this kneecap.
I remember falling asleep right before the game. And it sounds weird, but I really felt like a jolt in my body. And when I woke up, he's on the ground.
To dream about being in that position that I was in my whole entire career, really my whole life. To get there and then take one step, basically, and it all be gone. Getting stretchered out on the floor, everybody in the arena, it's dead quiet, everybody's crying. To having your mom reach out for you and she can't grab you. I don't think people understand the magnitude, what that does to a human being.
Because of the way he was raised, because of his faith in God, I think that is far and away the #1 reason he was able to get through that.
Was it painful? Yes. Was it hard waking up in the mornings and walking? Oh my goodness, you can't even imagine. Was I saying just keep going? Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, I'm still trying to get that pace regardless. If I got one leg, if I got no leg, I'm still trying to get there. And I'm saying I'm gonna fight every day to get there.
They say you gotta crawl before you can walk. Either way, I am truly unbreakable.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. During the first half of Victor Oladipo's career, we can read a long list of accolades and career highs, but after a debilitating injury in Indiana and a quick stop in Houston, there was another place he ended up that Heat Nation is fully excited about.
Riley and the front office make a deal with Houston to bring Victor Oladipo to South Florida.
We think he has really good versatility.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to being a part of Heat culture, coming here and helping this team win at the highest level.
Oladipo in the starting lineup, and he begins his Heat career. Oladipo off to the races. Here it is, first field goal in a Heat uniform for two-time All-Star Victor Oladipo.
Victor immediately made his impact known and was a spark for the 2021 team. Unfortunately, bad luck struck again in just his fourth game.
Oladipo's grabbing at his knee after that. Oladipo's hurt.
To have to go through that again, I don't think people really understand the mental fortitude you have to not only do it once, but do it twice. I'm sitting back like, why did I have to go through all this? What am I doing that I had to go through all this?
It maybe hasn't revealed fully yet.
Exactly.
But oftentimes it's for other people.
Exactly.
By the way.
Exactly.
That are just watching.
Exactly. To sit back and say that I haven't gained something from this pain would be a lie. I've gained so much strength, so much awareness, so much resilience.
A resilient Victor pushed through rehab, and 344 days later, he was finally back.
For the Miami Heat, a night being called Dipo Day as Victor Oladipo returned to the court for the first time in nearly 300 days.
March 7th, 2022. What do you remember most about that night?
It was so surprising. Like, when I say that, I just mean just the love.
Listen to the crowd as Oladipo comes into the game for the first time this year.
Heat Nation was crazy.
What?
Crazy.
Well, I was like, oh, I love y'all. Thanks. I remember checking in the game, and it just felt like, did I play here the last 6 years or something?
Let's all watch Oladipo celebrate his return. Oh, he took a hit, and he draws the charge on his first defensive play back.
I remember in a game like it was yesterday, Kyle's like, I'm gonna get you your first bucket. And I was like, all right.
Oladipo, 3-ball, right corner pocket, knocks it down.
Oladipo chants were, amazing. I got a little goosebumps, myself. So I can only imagine what Vic, was feeling.
It's like an extended family. For them to be out here and be as supportive as they were and show as much love as they did, I truly appreciate it. I hope I do big things for them.
A healthy Victor was a critical part in the second half of the season and the Heat's playoff run.
He's a big-time X factor for us.
Oh my goodness! What a take and take from Victor Oladipo.
I feel like Victor healthy is one of those dudes that can move the needle for us.
All of that led to his return to the team in the 22-23 season.
Miami locking up Victor Oladipo on a 2-year extension.
Oladipo from midcourt, kissed it in. Hola Dipo. A bunch of nicknames have emerged in your Miami stuff.
Oladipo.
They speak to the things that people want from you. What is it that you're always looking to provide?
Just relentlessness and energy, especially defensively, just being a pass. I'm trying to steal as many as I can.
John Wall stolen by Oladipo. What a great play by Victor Oladipo.
He wants to show people that he's still Victor Oladipo, an NBA All-Star.
He's still always putting in the work. He's a great teammate, great guy to be around.
He'll provide whatever they need him to. Whatever Coach Spoelstra needs from him, that's what Victor will do.
Victor always fit being a teammate first, do what it takes to win first, and then everything else comes after that.
He never let his circumstance change him into a different person. And I really just admire his heart.
To see him have that smile on his face playing the game that he loves and being out there competing alongside him is awesome.
Just fun to see Victor Oladipo out there playing like this.
You can tell he's getting the swag back.
It's an opportunity to perform in the game that I love, represent myself, my family, just playing every game like it's my last. That's what I try to do, and that's what I try to accomplish every night.
From his return to the court to his return to the music studio, things are moving in the right direction for Victor Oladipo. He is a guy that provides us with these wonderful moments on the floor defensively and then the offensive burst. And it's this wonderful faith and this awesome personality that allows for Heat Nation to cheer for him every single night. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson.